On the 18th of March 2022, 22-year-old Justin Bond and his 21-year-old wife Deanna Bond were arrested in connection to the baby's death. The events unfolded at around 8:26 a.m. on the 14th of March, when dispatchers received a 911 call on reports of a 3-month-old infant not breathing at an Onaway, Michigan home. First responders arrived at the property and transported the unresponsive child to a local hospital, who was pronounced dead on arrival. An autopsy was completed, and the investigation led to the arrest of the child's parents. The authorities said that sometime in the prior days while in the care of the parents, the child suffered serious physical harm, which led to the child's death. It was also reported that the parents did not provide the necessary medical treatment to the baby after it was injured. Deputy Tim Cook said, "All around it's just a sad situation. We have a 3-month-old baby that died of a physical injury that really did not need to happen." The couple are each held on a $75,000 bond, and they're charged with abuse and involuntary manslaughter. If found guilty, they face up to 15 years in prison. On the 19th of March 2022, 39-year-old Benny Washington was arrested and charged in connection to the death of his 18-year-old girlfriend Audriana Barnes, who went missing on the 30th of July 2021. Earlier that day, Army recruiters picked her up from her boyfriend's apartment, located at 4366 Warner Road in Cleveland, Ohio, and returned her to the same spot. Audriana's social media accounts went dormant, and her phone was later turned off. When she initially vanished, the authorities reported there was no evidence of foul play, but they wanted to question Benny because it couldn't be ruled out. When they approached him outside his apartment, he became verbally abusive and they never made it inside. On the 11th of March, Benny was evicted from the apartment. When a house cleaner went to tidy the place up on the 17th of March, Audriana's remains were found under a pile of clothes and blankets, and the authorities were contacted. The investigators reported that she had been shot in the head and then placed outside to hasten decomposition. They also said they found bullet casings near her body and a bullet hole inside the apartment wall. On the 18th of March, the police approached Benny, but he fled the scene, entered another person's home and jumped out a window. On the 19th of March, they finally arrested him. This wasn't Benny's first run-in with the law. In 2010, he received a 7-year prison sentence for shooting and injuring a woman in the back over a $40 drug debt. Benny is charged in Audriana's murder and abuse of a corpse and is held on a $2 million bond. On the 22nd of March, a rally was held in honour of Audriana, where people accused the police of not taking enough action to find her when she went missing. On the 17th of March 2022, 24-year-old Alexis Duval was arrested and charged with child endangerment. Earlier that day, her neighbours contacted the police after witnessing her children alone outside, attempting to cross Martha Street in Warren, Ohio. Their diapers were full and they were not properly dressed. While the police were dispatched to check up on the kids, Alexis also called 911 to report her children missing, but then said, "Never mind, they're home." Deputies arrived at Alexis's home, where they found her sitting on the back steps with muddy legs and feet, and numerous empty cans of beer nearby. When officers questioned her, she said that the children left the house while she was cleaning upstairs to prepare for children's services. She slurred her words, but she blamed that on her medication. When the police tried checking up on the children, Alexis refused to let them in the house. Deputies said they could smell alcohol on her as they put her into the police vehicle. She was taken to the Trumbull County Jail, while the children's grandmother looked after them. Alexis was charged with child endangerment and posted a $2,500 bond, with an order for no unsupervised contact with the minor children.